Hey guys, welcome to the Lovely J podcast. This is your host, Miss Coco Bowden. I know y'all been waiting on me. I know it. Y'all been waiting for this moment for the longest, and now I'm finally here to talk about it. The rise and fall of P. Diddy. Yes. We're going to talk about it, and I'm going to tell y'all right now, all the stuff that you hear in here, I'm going to say it, even though some of it is factual, I'm going to just go ahead and say that it's allegedly, because if that's just to cover me as a media broadcaster, and this is for your entertainment, and also, this is to spread awareness of sexual assault and trafficking in this month. This is the month of April, and this is the month that we celebrate and we spread awareness about sexual assault. When I say celebrate, I mean that we are thankful for our survivors out there, and we are just thankful for the ones who push and continue to push awareness out there. Y'all know I am a sexual assault survivor. And I do push the awareness out there because I do not want that to happen to no other person. And if we can stop it, if we could get people help, if we could get the knowledge and the wisdom out there ahead of time, then maybe some other young girl or young man will not have to go through what many of us have already went through and survived. Maybe they won't have to go through it at all. Maybe we get some of these perks off the street and get them where they need to be, caged. They need to be caged. Exactly. That's where they need to be. If you are that dirty to violate somebody's body, you need to be in a cage. That's what I say. And, I don't care what anybody has to say about me. It's my opinion. It's how I feel, because if you can't keep your hands to yourself, then let us put you somewhere where you can keep your hands to yourself. Okay? So just to give y'all a little background about what human trafficking is, because that's what we're going to be talking about in this P. Diddy thing. And this is certainly what he is being alleged to have done to so many people. Sex trafficking. So many young people are involved. Names like Justin Bieber and Usher have came up. And while many may laugh about this not funny, because those young men, yeah, they got the fame, but they also got the shame, and they got to deal with that underlying pain. They got to deal with things in the dark that others don't see. So we're going to talk about it anyway. So what is human trafficking? Human trafficking, also known as trafficking in persons, is a crime that involves compelling or coercing a person to provide labor or services or to engage in commercial sex acts. That means that somebody's getting paid for this. They're getting booked. You hear me? This is what it means. Somebody is getting booked to be taken advantage of against their will. The coercion can be substantial or overt, physical or psychological. They are being tricked and manipulated into giving up their bodies. Somebody, for instance, one person may threaten somebody over here. If you don't go have sex with this person, I'm going to tell what you did. I'm going to tell what you did. I got pictures of you of what you did when you was drunk. So how Diddy was getting a lot of these people was he was getting these people high, and then he was allegedly, I'm going to keep throwing that word around today, because I ain't got Diddy kind of money. Diddy a billionaire. Here I am. I'm trying to get there, but I'm trying to do it the right way. So what he would do allegedly is have these parties. They call them Diddy parties. And in these Diddy parties, he would have so many different types of drugs, and he would get these people high. I even heard them say pink cocaine. I mean, what is pink cocaine? I've never even heard of that before. That's like crazy. But he had all different types of drugs, and he would keep everybody high. And when these people would get high, and the original party would begin. That's what they say. The original party was the original party, but it was the after party where the Diddy parties really started. And these people would get SA'd. And SA'd, y'all, if you do not know, I'm going to say SA'd throughout this broadcast, because I don't want to get taken down for being any offensive. If you do not know what that means sexually assaulted. Let me say it like that. Okay, so that's what that SA means. So he would get these people high and then take advantage of their bodies. take advantage of them. He would get these people in the room with him among other great names. And then he would say, well, if you want to be famous, then you got to do this. You got to give your body to this person. You got to give your body to that person. And this is how all this stuff came about. So there's a woman by the name of Cassie. We all know Cassie. Cassie is an R&B artist that he was dating, and I'm not sure if they married or not, but I know Cassie was his number one girl he had. And he just really pimped her out every which way that he could. He assaulted and taped her. Just put the R word in front of it, and you'll understand what I'm saying. I'm saying tape as a precaution of this broadcast. But he took advantage of her throughout the whole time she was with him. And she was the first person to come forward and file a lawsuit. But let me finish this definition. What is human trafficking? Okay, so we got to the coercion can be substantial or overt, physical or psychological. Exploitation of a minor for commercial sex is human trafficking, regardless of what any form of force, fraud, or coercion was used. And what we are seeing here with the Diddy case is we had one brave soul to come forward and say, look, this is what he did to me. She filed a lawsuit. Cassie opened the door for so many others. She filed that lawsuit. And next thing you know, he settled with her in like 48 hours. Like, it was so quick how quick he did that. He settled with her so quick because he knew he was guilty of what he had done. And there are many other Diddy victims out there, and these Diddy victims are coming forward from all over. Y'all, Diddy was... They're comparing him to Jeffrey Epstein. I can't even pronounce the man's name. Goodness gracious. Well, they're comparing him to that man. And the other one that was doing women like that. The Me Too movement. Yeah, they're comparing Diddy to these people. They saying Diddy was rough. They said that Diddy got bodies on him allegedly. I'm not talking about alive bodies. I'm talking about unalive bodies on him. Diddy's name is really come forward. People are coming forward and speaking on him. Bodyguards, friends, ex-friends, and the list goes on and on. And I watched a video on TikTok last night where Diddy had his little child. I assume that's his child. He was calling out the names of people who was on this list. He was calling them out, y'all. I can't remember all them names, but y'all got to go find the video on TikTok. And he would say the name, and then he would have the little boy repeat the name. Now, Diddy's trying to make it seem like he's Brother Love now. But we all know that wolves, they'll come to you disguised in sheep clothing. We don't believe a bit more of that love crap than we believe, that he didn't do anything. We believe that he did something, allegedly. But it's all coming to the light. Now, Nancy Grace got hold of this, and y'all know when Nancy Fancy get hold of it, it's on and popping. Nancy swears up and down that the paperwork is already drawn up. They just waiting for the right opportunity. The feds are to come in and get Diddy. They've already raided 2 of his houses. Now, Diddy started out as this, let me go back to my screenshots, because y'all know I'm a screenshot queen, and I don't care what y'all say. But she's saying the grand jury actually already probably has indictments for him right now as we speak. But they're waiting for that right opportunity. So who is Diddy? He is actually Shane Combs. His net worth is $1 billion according to Forbes. He's a 3-time Grammy winner. And LA, Miami, New York City properties valued, this is what he has, valued at $40 to $50 million. And he's the founder of Bad Boy Records. And he's, according to many, a devil in disguise. Now, let's get to this article, because I don't want to get too far out. Because y'all, I can give y'all my opinion all day long. Because, and my opinion really don't matter. But for the sake of entertainment, that's why I give it. Do I believe if he's guilty or not? Let's just read this. Rise and Fall of Diddy's. This was published April the 7th, 2024. Rise and Fall of Diddy's Sean John fashion empire amid federal investigation. Combs regained ownership of the brand, but its fate is currently unknown amid his ongoing legal troubles. Sean Diddy Combs' status as a mogul is wavering in the wake of the raids on his homes in Los Angeles and Miami as part of a human trafficking investigation, in addition to multiple, however you say it, God bless you, multiple lawsuits. One of the first brands that put Combs on the map as an entrepreneur, in addition to rapper and producer, was his Sean John fashion brand. But the brand has seemingly hit hard times. Launched in 1998, Sean John began in practically a cubicle at Combs' label, Bad Boy Records, according to a 2018 oral history in GQ. It also revealed that the first product samples were created as tour product and given to musicians like Jay-Z and Busta Rhymes. Oh yeah, y'all, by the way, they say Jay-Z got a lot to do with this, and they allegedly looking for him to get brought down in the middle of this too. In GQ, Combs said Jeff Tweedy, then president of the brand, initially faced some pushback from the realtors who characterized us as urban and as a celebrity without staying power, but that wasn't something I ever thought. Okay. Let's go here. So what am I really looking for in this article? We don't want to hear nothing about his brand. I don't know. I don't see what I'm looking for in this article. Basically, what I think is going to happen, let me just jump to my opinion so I can be done with this. What I think is going to happen, which is already happening, he's already being blackballed by the industry. People are disassociating themselves with Sean Combs, P. Diddy. He's losing business opportunities and deals, and other contracts are being let go. It's gonna hit him financially hard, because Cassie got a big chunk, and with these other lawsuits coming forward, he's gonna get hit. The wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous. So you do something like that. Let me see. You building your empire for nothing. You building the empire for the sake of a name only. Okay? Let me see how much Cassie got. I'm finna see y'all. Y'all know we be Googling and everything on here, and it's alright, because y'all do it too, right? Okay. So Cassie's claim in November 2023, the singer Cassie, real name Cassandra Ventura, filed an explosive federal lawsuit against her former partner, Sean Diddy Combs, claiming he had been physically and sexually abusive throughout the relationship. That's what she said. But I'm trying to see how much money did she get, because I know it was in the millions. Does anybody know? I'm trying to find it, y'all. I'm trying to see if it would let me get in here without knocking us offline. Well, I don't know. Let me see. Let me try to type it in a different way. How much did Diddy pay Cassie out of court? The exact figure was never revealed, but some estimates ranged from $10 million to $50 million. Diddy, who's real... Okay, we don't need to know all that. Okay, so one source is saying 10 to 50 million. I don't know, but she got what she wanted and some. Whatever he did to Cassie, he did not want to get out to others, and that's why he tried to go ahead and hush that up silently. And again, cases like this, I don't think that cases like this, I don't think that they just, they just can go away so easy as he thinks, because the case was so big and and the settlement happened so quick. He drew attention to himself. And next thing I know, everybody started coming for Diddy. But everybody had a right to come for Diddy because he had wronged so many of them. And he had SA so many celebrities. Oh my goodness. We sitting out here dancing to these people music, not realizing the torture and pain they went through just to get that music out there. And not mentioning I would say the spirit that's attached to these musics that they have put out there is now tormented. That's a tormented spirit. Now when we hear Justin Bieber, now we think of what happened to that boy. What happened to him? Why did he go the way he went? It's all kinds of thoughts that can run in the back of our minds now when we hear or see anything that Diddy is associated with. So what I would say on this is, let's wait and see how this comes out. I do believe that he's going to go down for something. I don't know what, but I do believe that he will be going down for something. This is my conclusion, my opinion on it. Jaguar Wright first told it. What everything she said so far has come to pass. When she said those men were evil, and she said that Jay-Z is more evil than Diddy. And we're like, dang, Diddy already blowing our mind. But now you telling us Jay-Z is the same as him? Worse than him? So we got a lot to really pay attention to. Young people who want to get in the game. Listen, do the right thing. Fame is cool, but it's not worth your mental health. And it's not worth your integrity. And parents, stop throwing your kids out there like that. To just because somebody sound good, get to know these people. Of course, they're going to be charming and want to give you exactly what they want to give you. But when I heard Diddy sitting up there talking about how basically, he was claiming Justin Bieber. He was claiming Usher. He was like, well, I don't have legal paperwork, but yeah, he mine. That's basically what he was saying. And these guys were young when they were being mentored and allegedly SA'd by Diddy. And Diddy was talking about, yeah, we're going to get this in and get that in. We're going to work real hard. Diddy was talking about sex all that time. All that time we were looking at Bad Boy Entertainment thinking, that they pushing all this music. In the background, there's so much devilment in the background. That's the only way I can call it, is demonic, because this is like, it's like, I'm so glad that buildings that are built by man, that are built up off of somebody else's sweat, tears, blood, and pain. I'm so glad that when God takes vengeance, he don't just come for them. He take everything they got. He bring the whole building down. He take the funds. He take everything. And we're seeing this firsthand. Diddy is going to lose so much behind this. And I'm bragging on my God. Yes, I am bragging on my God. Because he hurt those children. They were children when they went under him. He hurt them. So yeah, he's getting what he deserves. Yeah. And I'm so thankful for those who came forward, the survivors. Because as a SA survivor myself, it's not easy to talk about what happens to you. Because you got to understand, when you say SA survivor, a sexual assault survivor, I just threw it out there for you. When you say that, you're talking about somebody who had to do something Y'all don't hear me. You're talking about somebody who had to do something that they didn't want to do, something that they didn't understand. You're talking about somebody who had to go through a pain that they never in their life thought they would have to experience. You're talking about somebody whose body got violated, somebody who was touched, who was penetrated, who never gave consent or permission, and sometimes the case wasn't even old enough to know what it was. That's what we're talking about. This the type of evil man that Diddy is looking like. If he did all those things to people, he deserves what he gets. And I ain't standing in a place of judgment, but I'm standing in a place of righteousness. That's all I can say. Because if he did this to those people, and it's a lot of people, I'm not even going to try to name all these people, but it's so many that are coming forth now. You know, there is strength in numbers, and the key to it is being on one accord. That's the key. That's the key thing, one accord. If everybody's not on one accord, you know, some cases going to fall between the crack. But in this case, I think what Cassie has done has opened the door for those who were fearful of their lives, because they said Diddy was that type of man that he would go directly after a person's life. All right, y'all. So that's what I got for you on that. And that's about it. All I can tell you is just keep up following the news if you're more interested in what goes on with Diddy and watching how he rose to fame, and now he's gonna, fall. I don't know if he'll lose it all, but hey. I'm reminded of Pudding Pop Man, Bill Cosby. You know, he did things for years, and people didn't want to admit that he was doing what he was doing to people. But he had several interviews where he was saying, yeah, Spanish fly will make them fly. You know, he got several videos of things like that. All right, y'all. So peace, love, and happiness. And y'all keep listening to Lovely J Podcast. And let me know in the comments what you think about this topic. I mean, what's your take on it? You know, put it in the comments. I don't care if you leave a paragraph. And not only that, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Holla.